How safe is your drinking water? It's a question KIRO 7 asked state officials this month.
And we learned the answer can actually be complicated.
Very complicated. And KIRO 7's Madeline Ottley breaks down just what you need to know to keep yourself safe.
You use it, you drink it. But do you know what's in it? That answer depends partially on where you get your water. Most of you are probably served by a Group A water system, any utility that provides service to 15 or more households, like the City of Tacoma or Kent Water Department. Group B covers utilities that serve less than that. And then there's private wells.
The Group A water systems have a really robust set of regulations and requirements that go along with them.
These utilities are subject to regular checks by the state for chemicals and microorganisms that could put you at risk. Some environmental groups, though, say current federal standards don't go far enough.
A lot of contaminants, they are regulated, but maybe not at levels that are keeping up with the latest health science. And then there are quite a number of contaminants that aren't regulated at all.
Sydney Evans is the senior science analyst at Environmental Working Group, or EWG. The group has published its own safety standards it thinks water should hit.
On a day-to-day basis, most people's tap water is not going to make them sick. There are contaminants present that over long periods of time are going to raise the risk for certain health harms.
It uses public data to grade public utilities on their water. For example, its data found 2024 samples from Seattle Public Utilities had 11 contaminants that exceeded EWG's guidelines, including bromate and chloroform, which they say can increase your risk for cancer.
Fixing that seems like it would be straightforward, but the reality is that with the regulatory system that we have, it's much harder. It's hard to get through those regulations.
We reached out to SPU. A spokesperson told us in part, quote, water quality test results for Seattle Water are better than state and federal regulated levels designed to protect public health. Seattle Water comes from 2 protected watersheds in the Cascade Mountains that are close to public access and free of agricultural, industrial, and recreational activities, which he said helps greatly reduce the possibility of contaminants. So what can you do to improve your water?
We don't think it should be on the burden of any individual to worry about their water safety. But that being said, that can be a very, very slow process. And for those people who are in a position where they want to take action and can take action and are empowered to do so, there are steps that you can take.
Like getting a filter. Different kinds target different contaminants, so it's important to do your research. Bottled water, Evans says, isn't usually the answer. Okay, and then what if you're not part of a large utility?
Group B water systems, it depends upon what county you're in.
There are no ongoing requirements by the state for Group B systems, the ones with 15 or less hookups. But local counties can create their own regulations. Pierce County has done that. King and Snohomish counties have not. That means
It's entirely up to the owners of those systems, what they do.
it's the same for private wells most of the time, too. In total, about 150 to 200,000 Washingtonians use Group B systems. Around 1 million have their own well. A large subset that isn't necessarily getting regulated water.
The greatest risk really we have for that microbiological is the condition of the systems, right? A lot of our systems are getting old, especially the smallest systems. It's a challenge. If you have a 15 connection system, has that homeowners association saved enough money to replace all the pipes?
If you use a Group B system or private well, Means recommends regular microbiological testings. Group A systems get those once a month. On the chemical side, he recommends testing nitrate each year. If levels go up, there may be an issue in the groundwater, and you might consider testing other chemicals too.
We've included state resources plus those EWG ratings on each utility and the filters they recommend you try, all up on KIRO7.com. In Seattle, Madeline Ottley, KIRO 7 News.